everyone, welcome back, and it is raining in our creative world as well. Why is this happening? This is so annoying. Alright guys, well I think for the sake of this creative space, I am going to put this on peaceful. So options, peaceful, yes, thank you. So that we don't have to deal with any mobs in our way, because it's, yeah, this is our normal, thundery, normal creative world. So in our survival world we traveled east, which I think is that way, and we live in our little mushroom island. Now, just to prove to you again that this, it's so not that way, it's so this way, like the complete opposite direction. That's hilarious. So just to prove to you guys that this is in fact a different world, I will go to the mushroom island from spawn, because this is the spawn island. And you'll see that the cave system there is not looking as fancy as we made it. Oh, there is our little island. Oh damn. Yeah, so here is the island that we live on in our survival world. So this is the exact same seed. As you can see, no torches, and this is the little hole that we originally started with. So here you can see what it looked like before, and just look at how wonderful it looks now. You can see that in the latest episode 3 of the survival let's play. Okay, so for this video what I want to do is I want to take on one of the challenges presented to us in the Minecraft Annual 2019 book. So, if we go page 22 of the book, you'll see there that there's a thing called a Block Museum Build Challenge. So what we need to do is we need to find a space that we want to transform in this creative world and put this museum. So I think what I want to do is stick to the spawn island. So I'm just going to make my way back that way now. And I'm seeing like so many shipwrecks right now that you know, we need to explore in our survival world. But yeah, we definitely need much better gear to go ahead and do that. Okay, so here's the spawn island. I just took the really long way around earlier. Alright, so as you can see, this island is quite large. So I'm thinking that this would be the ideal space to go ahead and transform the entire landscape into something that is completely different. Alright guys, so when I think of a museum, I think of something with grand gardens, and perhaps we could use some of these features like these ponds and really transform them into something really beautiful. So give me a moment and I will be right back. Okay, so as you guys can see, I am just getting rid of all of the trees. So I'm just punching out all of the wood, and the leaves will just naturally despawn. So easiest way really is just to jump into the center and then work your way down like that. Ugh, if I can get there. Alrighty, and then go back up. And yeah, so as you can see, all of these trees will have to go so that we can start building this thing. Now, the reason I am just letting this thunderstorm do its thing is because if you change it, it'll just wait a day and then happen anyway again. That's what I find. so whatever, it can just rain and thunder, it's fine. Yeah, so you can see the leaves are starting to decay, and that is exactly what we want. I normally don't like removing the trees because it feels like it's supposed to be a sin to chop down so many trees. Random bat. Okay, so that should all decay really nicely. Good. Maybe chop down this one as well. There we go, because this is taking a while. Okay, so let's see how much we have cleared. Yeah, that looks really good. I think I'm just going to get rid of these two here as well, because they're so tiny and like just kind of in the way. There we go. And then we'll leave those ones for now. Okay, brilliant. Then what we need to do is obviously flatten out the land so that we can have a flat surface to go ahead and build. Or a new thing that I've seen, or a little trick, tip, whatever you'd like to call it, that Good Times with Scar shared, and he basically built he builds the build above ground level and then does the terraforming afterwards. So I think that is a really good idea, so I think I will definitely copy that idea. So I'll take coarse dirt so the grass doesn't grow on it, and then use that as a little bit of a platform to design out this build. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to copy this pretty much completely in regards to size, but not necessarily when it comes to what the materials are that they've used. Okay, so on page 25 it says there that the block museum will take you 2 hours and is of medium difficulty. Okay, so let's start playing this out. So the front facade is 28 blocks and the sides are 31 blocks. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so now that we've done that one part, you can see here that we will need to get rid of these trees as well, which is really, that's the one good thing when you're trying to plan something like this out. So make sure that you do take the time to plan it out, because at the end of the day your build will probably be a lot better. So let's continue. So how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, welcome back guys. So here we can see the outline, the basic outline of this building. So that excludes any pillars and anything like that that is on the outside of this border. So these are just the walls, right? So I'm thinking that I want the front of this to face east, which is that way. Is it? No. Where's east? That way. Sun rises in the east, yes. So the front should be there, which means that we'll clear out some of these trees as well and create a path to the ocean, because I want to sort of have a nod to our base being in the east. So yeah, so we'll face it that way, because if you look to the north, the mountain goes up, so it would be kind of silly to have it there. We could make it, the terrain moves up on the side as well, where this is quite even on both sides, going either west or east. So yes, the front will be in the east. And as you can see, we've cleared out all of the trees, and all the leaves are decaying really well. So now that we've got that done, the basic outline, we need to choose a palette. So what are we going to use to build this museum. So what they've used here is a combination of quartz. Let's just get rid of that. So I do think that the quartz is quite lovely. So we'll grab the quartz, pillars, stairs, and chiseled. They use chiseled, and I don't know if they use the smooth, because I think the smooth is a new block. But I don't know if I can see the difference between the smooth and the regular. So that's smooth, and that is the block. Guys, if you can see a difference between these two blocks, you are amazing, and that is all that I can say. I feel like the only difference is this little shading here might just be a fraction darker than this little bit of shading there, and that's about it, because the pattern on here is exactly the same. It meets up very well. So I don't know, they might change these textures in the future. So we'll see. We'll keep watching this space. Right, and then the other two blocks that they decided to use was granite, the polished, and just normal granite variants. But I think this is where we can take some liberties and change the palette, because I mean, everybody loves quartz, so let's just stick to the quartz. And besides, you don't get concrete stairs and slabs, so that sort of limits us with the concrete. Otherwise I would have given concrete a go. So yeah, so let's see, maybe should we do wood, like a dark wood instead, because this, we are in a forest, so we could give that a go. Maybe should we do spruce or should we do dark oak? I mean, this is just an idea, so it's not that none of this is permanent just yet. I think I prefer the spruce, because of the color. It just plays really well with that. So the dark oak is a definite no-no. But if we should use something else, we could try using bricks as well, because in this challenge they are not actually using, although I think the bricks might be a little bit much. Let's see what that looks like against them. Oh, it's hideous. It is hideous. Alright, no, let's see. I really like this kind of thing. Maybe what we should do is use the dark prismarine and standard prismarine instead, because these blocks are very good friends. Look at that. Yes, okay, so I think we have our block palette, guys. That is wonderful. Beautiful. Okay, so now let's start. Okay guys, so here we can see this is the basic structure here, right? So this is the rear and this is the front. So now that this wall is complete, we can start doing the trim on the inside. So by the looks of it, what they've done is they've put down a stair and then used slabs underneath, like so, to form a bit of a ledge. But then on the pillars, it's a full block, like so, and then you carry on like so, and then full block, carry on like so. This seems very messy, like on the interior, this is extraordinarily messy. Like, this to me is supposed to represent the center. So the left is much larger than the right, and as you can see, I don't know where that comes from or what that is meant to be. And then you've got these slabs, because what they've done is something very different to what I'm doing now, because I'm repeating the pattern again and placing in this block, whereas on the picture that they've got, it looks really confusing. So over here, did they put a stair? Oh, a stair works, so perhaps that's what we should do, is pop a stair in there and then do another whole block like so on the pillar, and then continue the pattern as before. Yes, but this one, this is where things might get a little bit weird, because what is happening here now is basically there are 2 rows of this, and then that comes around to form this corner, right? And then there would be another pillar, and then the pattern would repeat. So perhaps what we should do again here is have another stair, just like so. What does that look like? It looks alright. I don't like it. It looks weird. It looks so... there's no symmetry in this at all. Well, guys, let me know what you guys think. I think this is a very good start, at least so that we can see what it is that we are starting to develop here. And we've got our block palette sorted. So once we've built this, we'll do the terraforming and everything as well. But yeah, I really don't think that I enjoy the look of this. It is very odd. I like for there to be a certain pattern and for that pattern to repeat. Whereas this, there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason, because some of these have got these prismarine blocks go all the way to the top, and some of them don't. And I feel like that is really confusing. I mean, if we remove those and pop in some slabbage, will that look better? That does look better, yes. Let's do that. Okay, that looks a lot better. Alright guys, so let us continue on with what we're doing. So the front of this thing looks incredibly complex. Oh, I didn't allow for the front. That is why I've got this strange bit at the back. So the front will come in here, which means we're going to have to get rid of some more trees. Oh dear. And the front is where all the detail comes from. So if we take this and pop this down here, just to get an idea of what we're doing, and then place down what they've done by the looks of it, how I understand it, is like so, and then 2 rows of the prismarine, and then another row of dark prismarine, and then some more quartz on top, and then quartz stairs going around. Oops. No, not like that. Like so. Is this gonna now not work? There we go. That's what I want. Like so. And then we have, perhaps we could do something like that instead. I think that looks quite lovely. So then we've got the darker colour. Okay, I see what's happening. So what it needs to be is just on the corner, on the inner corner there. That is where you want it to be. So like that, and then like that, and that, and then you take your stairs and you place them on top, like so, and they come along the edge all the way. Oh dear, what am I doing? Oh my goodness, guys, it doesn't seem like I can place blocks today. Now in this gap in between, that is where the top windows will appear. Okay, and then there will be a different design on that side. Or rather, that pillar theme will be repeated on this side. I don't know how. Oh, they got it. Oh my goodness. I mean, that looks pretty impressive already. I wonder if we should just do our own thing here. Completely our own thing, and actually make this thing completely symmetrical. And change this here, because I'm not happy with the way that this looks. That looks really unsupported and unstable. I'm not 100% sure, because the image is so small. You can't actually see very clearly what they've done. It definitely looks like they've added stairs, but somehow they've made it appear like this part here is not floating in the air like it is now. See that gap there? That is not a supported structure right there. That does not look right. It doesn't translate into a secure building at all. Oh, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to work at this off camera and tweak the design and then come back to you guys. Otherwise, guys, you must have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next episode. Oh, and definitely check out the survival let's play, and also do subscribe if you're new, and yeah, leave a like if you liked it. See ya! Bye!